Every day is a new beginning. Take a deep breath, smile, and start again. Namaste friends, I am Ritesh and today we cover the most important topic of Science of Breathing series, that is yoga breathing, also known as diaphragmatic breathing or friendly breathing. And how can we connect the chest and the belly breathing in our asana practice or vinyasa flow. Yogic breathing is a skill. You will need it if you really want to advance your practice. To understand the action behind yogic breathing, it's helpful for you to know how the chest breathing and belly breathing works. Because in the yogic breathing, the chest and the belly work together, and that is the reason it is also known as friendly breathing. So it is very important for you to go through the videos on chest and belly breathing if you haven't. This video will be a little bit more longer compared to my other videos on science of breathing. So just be with me till the end. So first and foremost, let us have a recap on chest breathing. Chest breathing uses the intercostal and the accessory muscles for maximum inspiration, but done in stressful situation. Chest breathing uses the upper and the middle portion of your lungs or lobes. The diaphragm is used very little in chest breathing. So that means we need chest breathing so that we can use the upper and the middle portion of the lungs without using the accessory muscles. This is how chest breathing looks like. So a lot of strain on the accessory muscles, and only after a few rounds of chest breathing you can feel the stress. Just try it out, don't let the abdomen expand. But in yogic breathing we will connect the chest breathing also. Now let us also have a recap on belly breathing in short. We have already discussed the belly being passive, puffed out, and how it can create instability while moving. We also need belly breathing as it uses the lower lobes of your lungs that is richest in oxygen, and the diaphragm is used to the maximum. Belly breathing has tons of benefit, but we do not need the abdomen puffed out. We need the intra-abdominal pressure to stabilize the spine. This is how belly breathing looks like. And now let us see how we can yoke the chest and the belly for yogic breathing and still reap the benefits of both. What is diaphragmatic breathing or yogic breathing? Let me first clear some doubts. Diaphragmatic breathing is a misleading name. Why? Because any type of breathing you do, whether it's shallow breathing or chest breathing or belly breathing, any type of breathing, the diaphragm is always used. The only difference would be the intensity in which the diaphragm will move down. While inhalation would differ. Whenever air comes in through the nose, it is because of the diaphragm. I have explained in the introduction of science of breathing. Have a look at it. So in shallow breathing, the diaphragm will move a little, while in the belly the diaphragm would move more deeper down. So let us first talk about the benefits of yogic breathing. For strengthening the diaphragm, deepening the inhalation, stretching the lungs, and more effectively aerating all parts of the lungs. It improves your body ability to tolerate intense asana or vinyasa flow because the belly or the abdomen is not puffed or bulged out. This will create more spine stability and will work like a corset. Remember, it does not mean that you tighten the abdomen to the maximum. There would be some movement in the abdomen, that is a little bit of tautness, or we call that zipping up of the abdomen. It lowers the chances of injuries or wearing out of muscles. And remember, most of the injuries are now happening in yoga, and very well-known physiotherapist has the senior most yoga teachers for hip surgery, and mostly they need to just moderate their yoga practice. Think about going out for a cycling, tennis, badminton, gym, or a morning walk. Anything, but do something different apart from asanas. Yoga is always there for you 24/7. Balance your life. Friends, it seems I'm drifting away from the topic. Too much of a good thing can be bad. The secret is moderation. Yogic breathing gives you a complete core engagement, core stability, and abdominal bracing. It activates your TVA, that is transverse abdominis. It creates the intra-abdominal pressure. At the same time, it helps in pelvic or hip alignment and healthy floor function. Yogic breathing begins with a deep fluid inhalation that fills the three sections of the torso independently but continuously. Let us understand it practically. First, we breathe into the lower abdomen, that is somewhat taut. There would be slight expansion of the abdomen but not puffed out. Second, then we breathe into the midsection of the torso, expanding the diaphragm and the ribs as the inhalation continues. Third, and finally, we draw the breath into the upper chest and shoulders as the inhalation comes to close, but without any lift from the neck and shoulder muscles. Remember, we do not want to use the accessory muscles of the respiration. This slow and purposeful inhalation is then followed by a long and slow, gentle exhalation, expelling the breath from the same three sections of the torso in reverse order, releasing the upper chest, then the diaphragm and ribs, and finally the lower abdomen. But remember friends, your abdomen is still active in your exhalation also. That is very important. The abdomen is not loosened or puffed out while exhaling. It still maintains the tautness. Friends, the first image is of the diaphragmatic breathing. Now, this video I have given you all the three types of breathing. The first one is chest breathing, the second one is diaphragmatic breathing, and the third is your belly breathing. Here you can also see the difference. Yogic breathing strongly activates the chest region, a full deep pattern of breath without activating the accessory muscles, as we had discussed in chest breathing. Remember, we talked about the 360-degree expansion of the chest. It's also known as diaphragmatic breathing because it uses the diaphragm to lift and spread the ribs on inhalation and eases them down on an exhalation, as it's shown in this video. Breathe in gently, contract the abdomen muscles to prevent the belly from puffing out. Abdomen content pushes inwards, upwards, and a little bit downwards towards the pelvic floor. So better blood circulation at the pelvic region. So yogic breathing uses a complete range of abdominal breathing as well as chest breathing. All the three parts of your lungs or lobes being used. Lung stretches to the maximum. Mental state is clear, attentive, calmness, and a feeling of stability in the posture. Now, my next video will focus on asana, that is, if I am doing a forward extension, that is Uttanasana, or a backward extension, that is Urdhva Hastasana, how should be my breathing? Should I inhale or exhale? If I inhale, why? Or if I exhale, why? How many seconds or minutes should I hold the posture? Or in which way can I synchronize my breath with the movement in Vinyasa flow? There are many more such details to be covered in my next video. So just wait and watch. New video every week on Saturday 8 p.m. IST. Thank you for watching. Take care. Keep smiling. Namaste.